Now, Michael Cadden, you came from Connemara.
I was born in Letterswreck in 1947. Dad was blacksmith in the industrial school there. He was teaching the boys how to do the trade. But since the horses started to become less useful, he moved into Westport in 1955, and we've been here since.
And what did you do in Westport?
Initially he worked with PJ Kelly's. They were building the Crescent at the time, and later he went to work in Malloy's yard on the wood end of it, cutting wood for contractors and for people that wanted specialty woods.
And how long did he work there for? A long time, yeah.
For a good while, yeah.
The rest of his life, the rest of his working life, yeah.
Roughly.
And where did you live?
We lived in Prospect Avenue, just the corner there between John's Row and Prospect Avenue, beside the Private Exchange.
Were you on the corner house, were you?
Corner house, yeah.
So you were there for a long time too, yeah?
For a long time. Eventually it was sold, and Father Holland, I think, bought it then.
Yeah. And what was John's role like that time?
Oh,
different than now?
Very different to what it is now. All the neighbours were older at that time, or seemed older to me anyway. Kennedy's lived across the road from us, and Ned Salmon was down the street, and he had his ducks and chickens, and they were rambling the streets at the time. And further down, Riley's and Harry Hughes was next door. The O'Malley's, the Gilboys.
That's Harry that had the forge, is it?
Harry had the forge down on the lane, yeah.
And were the barracks there, or were the barracks gone at that stage?
The barracks were gone at that stage. Bakers are living in the house where the Ellens are now. Big old house. He was a jeweller at the end of Bridge Street.
And there was a big garden in there, was it?
Big field rather than garden.
A field.
Parkland, yeah.
And that was demolished too?
That was demolished later. It was that had been the late 60s, 70s, I suppose, before that was gone.
That was the barracks, wasn't it? Was that
there's the barracks, yeah.
where the officers lived, I think, was it?
I think the officers lived in there, yes.
Okay. Now, where did you go to school then?
Went to school in the Christian Brothers in Castlebar Street, and went on to secondary then in Newport Road.
Castlebar Street upstairs wasn't there in your time?
Downstairs, yeah.
Was upstairs the secondary school? It was for a while. Was it in your time, yeah?
It was indeed, yeah.
And who taught you down there? Can you remember the?
Jimmy Walsh, Brother White, Brother Hayes, Brother Freely, of the ones I can remember offhand now. Of course, Paddy Canner was there at the time as well.
And were there many in your class?
They were fairly big in primary. I think there probably would have been about 25
in the primary.
In the primary.
And secondary?
And secondaries was much less. I think we ended up doing the leaving cert with 15. 15.
It was before the free education.
Oh, very much so, yes.
And what did you do after that then?
After that, I went to did a commercial course. I used to work in the Great Southern Hotel in Mulranny during the school time. Went to work in Belclare House for a short time. Worked in Westport House for a short while. Then went on to do hotel management with Great Southerns. Went to.
And did it come out of Mulranny or?
That came out of Mulranny.
Yeah.
I went to the Old Round in Ennis, and from there to London. Spent 3 years in London. Then came back to Brayfay House. And
what year did you come to Brayfay House? Can you remember?
1969.
69, yeah.
1978, Mary and I bought the Asgard, and we spent just over 20 years there.
So you really built it up into a very busy place.
That's right.
Who had owned the Asgard before you?
Tom and Emer Cadden had it before me. And
they relations?
First cousin Tom, first cousin of mine.
Okay, right. Yeah. And then before them?
Before that, Tatmanish and Sue had it.
So I think you were one of the first to bring food to Westport, were you?
No, Tom and Emer would have been the first, and of course the Swiss Chalet on the other end of the quay.
Were they there before you?
They were there before me, yes.
Heinz Hackler, wasn't it? Heinz Hackler,
Heinz, yes.
And the quality of food changed around that time, didn't it?
Changed quite a bit. I think we probably introduced more bar food at that time when the restaurant was going very well, very small. But the bar food became very popular.
And has food trends changed much over the years now since you started? You spent all your life catering.
Catering, yes.
So you've seen all the changes.
All the changes, they've come and they've gone. The bar trade is as good as gone now. It's, unless a bar is doing food, they're not in the market at all now. 3 sons, all in catering as well. Paul, our eldest son, has Saba restaurant, a Thai Vietnamese restaurant in Clarendon Street. Very successful restaurant. Alan, my younger son, he's in partnership with Paul in Dublin, and he operates Saba to Go in Rathmines. And then Mark, our middle son, has Bar 1 in Castlebar, very successful bar food bistro restaurant as well.
The range and the quality and the presentation of food has changed a lot, hasn't it?
Totally changed, yes. The French style or the gourmet style has left the restaurants more casual dining now, and people are dining out more often.
But you were around the time of salmon and steak and chicken and very little else
Yeah, very little
on the menu.
2 veg and
Two
loads of
veg,
potatoes.
that's right, yeah. So that was the kind of 50s, 60s, I suppose, is it?
60s, 70s, yeah.
60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And how come we got we all have Chinese, Indian, all the range in the
They
last?
were in England for years before that, and they started to move over to Ireland and become very popular. It seemed a cheaper way of eating or dining out. And I suppose the Irish took up parts of that tradition as well, and they went on the cheaper style, the pastas and the cheaper to produce food.
When we were young, all you had was potatoes. What did you have? Potatoes, cabbage, turnip.
Hearts and parsnips maybe.
No pasta?
No pastas,
No.
unheard of.
No, nothing like that. Amazing, really, isn't it?
No, it changed.
You've really seen the change.